For the first part of this homework, we've just got to look at one pair of angles each time and work out the relationship between them. When we look at our first question, we can see that x and 130 cannot be equal. This is because x is acute and 130 is obtuse. Now, in parallel lines, there are only ever two angles, so one of them must be 130 and one of them must be 180 subtract 130, which is 50. Because x is acute, it therefore must be 50 degrees. Our reason for this would be co-interior angles. This is because they're both on the same side of the transversal, the crossing line, and they're both inside, hence the interior, the parallel lines. Moving on to this one, they're both obtuse, which means that they're both going to be the same. So we know straight away it's going to be 110 degrees. As for the reason, 110 is on the top of this particular cross, and x is on the top of this particular cross. They're both in the same place, they're therefore corresponding. Move across to our final pair. X and 24 are on opposite sides of the parallel line, of the transversal line, and they're both inside the parallel line, which means that they are alternate angles. The other thing to look out for with alternate angles is that when we draw around them, they kind of make a Z shape. And because they're alternate, they are equal. We can tell that because they're both obtuse, 124. Moving down to this one, we can tell that they're going to be different because this one is acute, this one is obtuse. So let's do our calculation. 180 take away 68 gives me 112 degrees. So we know it's going to be 112 degrees. But the reason why, here we've got to use two different angle rules. What I would suggest using is, first of all, this is 68 because it's bottom right. Therefore, this must be 68 because it's bottom right. This is 68. This makes a straight line with 68. Therefore, it must be 112. With our question here, again, we've not got a direct relationship between these two angles, but because one is acute and one is obtuse, if we do 180, take away 135, we end up with 45, and that must be the answer. This time, we could use either co-interior. We could say that because these two are co-interior, they must add up to 180, and this one must be 135, this one must be 45. Or we could use the rule that they must be this angle and this angle are, pen not working, this angle and this angle are alternate and therefore equal, and this angle and 135 make 180. When it comes to angle rules, there are always a multitude of reasons you can use. So I work my way around clockwise, finishing off with this one here. So I know this angle here, which means that I could work out this angle here by doing 180, take 74, 106 degrees, and these two are alternate. If you look, they make a Z shape, so they are equal.